Hi Founders families, I have the privilege today of talking to Miss Keane, one of our 4th grade teachers. Miss Keane, you have been with the school since year 1. What makes Founders different from other schools you could have chosen to serve?
Well, so for me in my education, I never went to classical school. So when I learned about kind of the model that Founders follows and like what classical education is, and then getting to teach it was definitely a really unique kind of education that we provide here. Because as a teacher, being able to teach like such a range of different subjects, we really get into the history and the events and things that take place. We read like these really amazing books. For me as a teacher, getting to like explore those subjects with the students at the same time has made my job just so enjoyable versus at other places where we could be doing like work for the sake of work. We're really enjoying like learning for its own sake.
It's very intentional,
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
that we do everything. So part of our mission is to provide a well-rounded education that's based on virtue. What does that virtue education look like in your classroom?
So it starts with actually what the students are wearing. So on their uniforms they have the little crest, and we kind of go through and explain like what do each of those terms mean, like what is temperance, what is justice, and then through example, so kind of teaching the students how on the playground can I show charity to my neighbor, what does it mean for a teacher to show a student justice, and that really ties into like how we approach discipline too, as kind of viewing a student as a person that makes a choice, and we're, some choices are good, some are bad, and we're always kind of reflecting on how can we show virtue the next time around.
And as a teacher, you get to be the moral exemplar for that in your classroom, which is really great for the kids to see.
Right.
So we also read the great books in almost every grade level, K-12. What is your favorite book that you get to teach in literature class in 4th grade?
I would say my favorite is probably Anne of Green Gables, because first of all, it's such like a funny book, and I think it's really the one that for students that don't love to read, I think that's the one that really gets them excited about reading. But she's such a great character because you see so much growth throughout the book. So she's really kind of this maybe naive, kind of silly character at the beginning, and then she really grows throughout the book. And for me as a teacher, I think it's really reflective of what happens to the students throughout the year. Of we start kind of new and not really understanding how things work in a new grade level, and then by the end of the year, they've grown so much.
And we think of the humanities when we think of classical education first, which is really interesting because when I polled the students and said, what's your favorite subject? And just a small group of them, they all said math.
Oh, cute.
So what do you think makes our math classes so much fun for them that would be their answer?
Yes, I love that that's their answer, because I always tell the kids, like when I was growing up, math was not my favorite at all. And I think part of that is because sometimes when you learn math, you're kind of just learning like robotically how to input numbers. But I think at our school, what's unique is we're kind of exploring like the why of things. So when we learn something like multiplication, what is it that we're actually doing, the why? And I think when students really like deeply understand a subject, there's more kind of freedom for them to try problems that are harder. So it becomes almost like puzzle solving for them, which I think is really fun.
And they really enjoy that, absolutely. So in 4th grade, do you have any field trips or curriculum celebrations coming up that the kids are looking forward to?
We do. We have one more curriculum celebration. We're going to celebrate the American Revolution. So last year we had our students learning to churn butter. We did a Paul Revere relay race, which is really cute. And then we're going to the Natural Bridge Caverns.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
They love that trip.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, and we'll see you next time.